Hi there everybody and welcome back to another video right here on the Toon Review YouTube channel. My name's Paul. Thank you so much for tuning in. As usual, before we get started, if you do enjoy today's video, please give it the thumbs up. Still very important we keep those coming in. And of course, if you're new and you like what you see, come and be part of this brilliant community here on the Toon Review YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button, free of charge. But don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload or a live show. Voting is still open for the Football Content Awards 2024. We need your votes now more than ever. The link is pinned at the top of the description. Head over there, look for Best Podcast. You'll see a Premier League drop-down box. Click that drop-down box and you'll see the Toon Review. Please keep the voting coming, guys. Thank you very much. Right, Eddie spoke to the media this morning ahead of the game against Wimbledon. Now, I know we normally go live with these shows, but to be honest, I couldn't get it on live. It said it was live on the app. It didn't work for me again, so I thought I'd do a quick video briefly touching on the main points of what Eddie had to say. Now, tomorrow night against Wimbledon, we are expecting a lot of changes and players rested, and then that's fair enough. Tomorrow's game is a good opportunity for Newcastle United to play the fringe players, the players that are chomping at the bit to get in the side and see what they can do. Personally, I don't think that if players come in tomorrow and they're outstandingly good, are they going to push any of the first 11 out? Probably not. But it does give Eddie some cause for thought, substitution-wise and things like that. So it's an important game tomorrow. And Eddie did state that, he's taking the game seriously. He's not going to take any game lightly for that matter. But it will be an opportunity for those fringe players to step in and see what they can do. And I think, it's exciting, really, because we're going to see players that we haven't seen for a while. Can they step up? Is Asula going to start the game? Will we see a full 90 minutes from him? I think we will. But you know what? It's a chance for them. And Wimbledon, they're coming up here after the disappointment of the game being called off, of course, at Plough Lane last week. But they are going to get 45% of the gate receipts. It looks like it's going to be a hell of a crowd in there tomorrow. So, well done, Wimbledon. You deserve it. And I hope you have a great day out. But, don't win the game. But Eddie, before we get into the game against Wimbledon, he did have a brief sort of say on the game against Manchester City. He said, we had a strong reflection to start our season. We are a very honest group that was much more like ourselves against Manchester City. We rose to that occasion, and now the challenge is to do that on a consistent basis. And he's perfectly right. We said in the show last night in the review show that it's important now that we build on this and we don't take our foot off the gas. Obviously, this changes against Wimbledon coming, but when we go back to the Premier League this weekend against Everton, we've got to go for it again. We've got to keep that intensity up. We've got to keep that morale up, that belief, the physicality, and play good football. And I'm sure if we do that, we will simply brush Everton aside. Yes, they won at the weekend, but they've had a stinking start to the season. They don't look very good at all. And I think if we go there with our A game, like we did against City, we will win the game. And that's the first time I've been really confident this season about us going to an away game and winning. Our away form hasn't been great, and we all know that. Even the manager stated that ages ago. So we all know the away form needs to be improved. And this is an opportunity for us to improve that, given the performance we've just seen at the weekend. Like I say, first time this season, I really believe we can go there and play well and win. But what I did like about what Eddie had to say is we had a strong reflection on our start of the season. So we were talking about it earlier, were the players talking among themselves? Did they have some, things to say to each other without Eddie in the room? I would like to think they did, and then also a very harsh discussion with the manager as well. And that seems to have happened because it kick-started us into something really good on Saturday. And again, much more like ourselves, a very honest group. So honest words have obviously been said. And you know what? Good. I'm really pleased because it needed that. And we've got an international break coming up after the Everton game, so we can reset again a little bit. I hate these international breaks. Could come at the wrong time for Newcastle, of course, just starting to pick up the form and depend on how it goes against Everton. But what can we do? There's nothing we can do about this stupid international breaks, which is a little disappointing. Now, team news ahead of tomorrow. He says we'll wait and see how Kieran is. He felt okay yesterday, but we're not sure if he'll be ready for tomorrow. Alex Isak won't make the game. Sandro Tonali came off with cramp. He is a player we will make a decision on later today. Now, personally, if you're asking me, I don't think Trippier or Tonali start tomorrow. I think they'll be kept out of the side, and he'll go again with them against Everton. We'll discuss that more in the preview show at 7 o'clock tonight, so don't miss that live on the channel. But I don't foresee them playing. I think it's an opportunity for other people to come into the team and see what they can do. I think Joe Willock will start the game. I think Longstaff will start the game. And there's no need to play Sandro Tonali against Wimbledon. No disrespect to them, but we should have a good enough squad to go and beat Wimbledon tomorrow. Yes, people look back at the Cambridge FA Cup game. Things are in a very different place now, to be fair. And I think, we'll look at that and hopefully move forward from Wimbledon and then face Chelsea in the next round. But Alex Isak isn't going to be fit. Now, he did speak a little bit about Isak and say that he's definitely not playing tomorrow. It looks like he's going to be out until after the international break, so he probably won't go away with Sweden. But then he said there is a chance that he could be fit. So take it each way. I really don't know what's going on with Isak. Maybe Eddie's press conference on Friday ahead of the Everton game, we'll get more information on Isak and see where he is with the injury. But he's definitely out tomorrow and probably out for the weekend. But time will tell. Now, he spoke about Miggy Almiron as well, who is going to play tomorrow. I'm in no doubt about that. He said Miggy will be like every other player in the squad who wants to play. He is really highly valued by all of us. This is a big moment for him to show his qualities. He's made a huge contribution to our success in recent years and is a player we hope will do well. So from that comment there from Eddie, Miggy's going to start the game. And it is an important game for Miggy because, let's be honest, he's nowhere near in Eddie's thoughts on game day in the Premier League until the last 2 minutes of each game, it seems, where he comes on just for a little run around at the end of the game to waste time with a bit of substitutions. So Eddie says there he's highly thought of, etc. He's going to see all of that, but he's certainly not in his Premier League plans right now. And I think that's what he means by the fact that Miggy's got to go out there tomorrow and prove himself and prove that he's still worth thinking about. He's playing against League Two opposition. This is a huge opportunity for him. Listen, if he doesn't play very well against Wimbledon, then I think it's bye-bye Miggy in the winter transfer window because there's just no place for him there. Now, on the attacking options, of course, which has been a massive problem for Newcastle, Anthony Gordon playing in the centre-forward position on Saturday and did a really good job. But he says, we're light in the centre-forward area. I thought Anthony Gordon did very well on Saturday with his commitment and endeavour to the role. We really like Will Asula. He is training really well, and we have a decision to make. Now, look, this is a League Two opposition side, and again, no disrespect to Wimbledon, but if he's not going to start Asula tomorrow, then when the hell is Asula going to start? If you see what I mean, this is the perfect game for him to start tomorrow night against Wimbledon, no doubt about it. Show what he can do, show his skills off, and hopefully bag a few goals. This is his opportunity, and if we can provide him with the right deliveries and passes, I think we'll see Will Asula get a couple of goals tomorrow. And what a fantastic way to sort of make an impression on the manager, because that's what he's got to do tomorrow. All these players that are coming in, they have to make an impression. So that when it comes to Premier League time, Eddie knows what they can do. Eddie's got it in the back of the mind that, such and such did a good job the other day. I'm not worried about putting him on the pitch because we haven't seen a lot of Asula. And I think Eddie's just, again, taking his time with him, building him into the squad. But listen, he's got to play tomorrow. If he doesn't play tomorrow, then I'm sorry, when is he going to play? Now, speaking about Wimbledon, he said, we are looking forward to welcoming them. For us, we take the game seriously. They have started the season well. They are a strong team and are very good from set plays. which we're not. Defensively, they've been excellent this season too, and we have a challenge to break them down. Now, Eddie is not going to sit down in his press conference and go, it's Wimbledon, come on, the League Two. We're going to brush them aside. But I think, internally, Eddie will be thinking, this is an opportunity to mix it up a little bit and go for the throat, get a few goals, get that confidence level high again, which is what we need to do, is continue what we built on Saturday. And, this is a team game, it's a squad game. So keep that good feeling going throughout the squad, no matter who plays tomorrow night. Go and get some goals, play well, and keep that confidence and morale level high so that when we go to Everton at the weekend, everybody is bouncing and ready to go and take on the challenge, because we want to see that. We want to see the consistency back again. A very positive press conference again, judging by what Eddie said. And it's a little disappointment about the injuries. I mean, Matt Targett's not going to take part again because of the eczema problem. Now, I'm no medical expert by any stretch of the imagination, but that's the first time I've ever known a player to miss through eczema. But I know eczema can be really bad at times, reactions depending on where it is. So don't come at me, guys. It's just the first time I've ever heard it. I'm not having a dig at Matt Targett or anything like that. I just, it's a strange one, isn't it? But then again, which injuries at Newcastle United are not strange? These guys pick up injuries for fun. But Matt Targett missing again tomorrow as well. But there you go. That is the brief touching on the press conference. Again, very excited for the game tomorrow. Wimbledon hold a little bit in my heart because of my granddad's support of them back in the day and things like that. And the fact that they built themselves back up, I think it's a special club. It's a very special club, Wimbledon. And it should be an honour for Newcastle United to host them. And of course, get a full house, and Wimbledon get 45% of the gate receipts, which will help a League Two club for years to come. So all in all, it's going to be a fantastic occasion. Let's hope Newcastle United bang in a few goals, play well, and the confidence levels are sky high going to Everton. But you can catch us tonight again, 7 o'clock live on the channel, where we will have the Wimbledon preview. And listen, we'll take a look at Wimbledon. We'll look at how they've been doing. As Eddie said, they've had a decent start of the season. And we'll also try and put together a Newcastle 11 to see what Eddie might do tomorrow night for the game. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. And we'll see you tonight, if you're watching this on the Monday, for the match preview. But in the meantime, have a great day, folks. Take care.